Therefore, if they love you regardless. If they don't, you move, because you are on the journey of finding yourself and finding a life partner. Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ejila Chi. If it's the first time you're seeing this gorgeous girl, please don't make it your last by clicking on the subscribe button. Like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you get notified whenever I drop a video. And if it's not, hi love, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about dating mistakes to avoid making in your 20s. I have a video on the types of men to avoid in your 20s. If you've not seen that video, I'm going to leave a link to that video somewhere up here so you can check it out. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about some mistakes that I see that a lot of women are making while they are dating. And if that is something you would like to see, please continue watching this video. Let's jump straight into the video. The first mistake here I have on my list is not prioritizing yourself. You know, on this channel we're always preaching about self-love and all of that, and you cannot be preaching self-love and you're not prioritizing yourself. Even in your own relationship, yes, I think you should be able to maintain individuality while you are still in a relationship. What I mean is that not putting yourself first most of the time. And I'm not talking about in trivial things like a movie to watch, where to go for a date and all of that. I mean in serious things. If you found yourself and that you are in this place that you are constantly neglecting what you want and you're putting your partner's need way above yours just because you feel like, oh, I'm in love with this person, yes, I want him to be happy, I want her to be happy, you shouldn't be doing this, because in the long run you're going to feel a certain kind of hate for this person later on, when you felt like, oh, I was giving my all, I did everything, I did this, I did that. You don't want to be in this position where you haven't lived, where you've been putting your own needs at the background and making sure that someone else is all right and is okay. You don't want to lose yourself because you've gotten into a relationship. The key word is maintaining individuality while you are in that relationship. You have your likes, you have your dislikes, you have things that you crave towards. You should also put your own feelings out there. You need to be able to live an independent life outside your partner, because I believe that putting your entire happiness on one person is crazy. That's so much responsibility that nobody should be able to bear that. You should have your own friends, you should have your own passion, you should have things that you do. You should also, prioritize yourself, make yourself a priority, do things that you love, also invite them to do things that you also love. Don't just be out there putting someone else's feelings above yours all the time. It's not healthy, it's not cool, it's not going to make you happy at the end of the day. And if you're not happy, an unhappy person doesn't make a happy relationship. I believe that a relationship should serve both persons. It shouldn't just be serving one person. Do you get? So check yourself. You can just be looking at this or listening to me, you're like, yes, I prioritize myself. Do you? Think about it, and if you're not doing so, retrace yourselves, prioritize yourself. Also, yes, I want this, yes, I really want us to do this, I really want to do this, I would love to do this. Do you get? I hope I'm making sense. So let's jump straight to the next. Second thing that I see a lot of persons make is putting so much pressure in a relationship too soon. Rome wasn't built in a day, and so is the future. You have all the time in the world to figure out who your life partner is going to be. So don't try to make someone into something that they're not, because, oh, you meet a guy, you like a guy, you meet a girl, you like a guy, he has to be my life partner. Allow people prove themselves to you, because I believe that it is in this rush, in this fantasy of he's the one, she's the one, that you begin to ignore some signs that are glaring to you. Yes, I know that in your 20s you start hearing the word get married and all of that, especially in this part of the world. Look for your husband, look for your wife. But I'm sure also you're also seeing the news, you're seeing the rates of divorce cases and all of that. So you really don't want to rush into something that you also have to rush out. So take your time. I believe that in your 20s, that is probably when you become more self-aware, you build a relationship with yourself, you get to know yourself very well, so that when you eventually find your person, you can make it work. So when you eventually find your person, you can actually be present in that relationship. Don't be so fast to, push things into something that is not. Allow people prove themselves to you, and if it happens, it happens. You need to be using this time to be learning yourself, learning things that you like, what you don't like, putting your finances in order, so you don't get married for the wrong reasons, because I know some people do that. So that's not you. Yeah, you need to figure out who you are at this point, so that you wouldn't lose yourself when you eventually find your person, when you eventually find your partner. I love using the word partner instead of husband and wife because of what it connotes in this part of the world, that you're just looking for someone, anyone. Do you get anybody that's ready to wife you? A partner is what you should be looking for, and I don't think you force someone to be a partner. Seriously, you can't get your 20s back. You can't get this point where you are by yourself, where you do not have a lot of responsibilities. Don't stress it. Don't be moved by the God when every Saturday on social media. When it happens, it had happened. So why it hasn't happened yet, make use of that time. Allow things work out, allow things flow, and if it doesn't flow, good and fine. And if it doesn't work out that way, you're good, you're fine, you're definitely going to meet your person and all of that. The third thing, I really have to put it out here. I feel like I really need to put it out here. It's about sending stuff, sensitive stuff, news and all of that to your significant other on social media and all of that. I feel like you should really be careful. I just want to set it out there that your actions do have consequences, and those consequences can be serious. They might not come today, they might not come tomorrow, they might not come at all, they might also come. So you really need to be careful. You don't really need to do that so soon, and you have to be sure of who you're sharing such things with. And also, I also want to say that it shouldn't be pressure. Don't feel like, oh, I must do this because I want them to be interested. I feel like if you must, you just have to be careful. Be sure of who you are doing such with, and let it be that you really want to do it, not because you want someone to be interested in you and all of that. And I would say that if you must, because if I say you shouldn't, you're definitely going to do what you want to do. No face, no case. So yeah, that's my warning. Just be careful out there. I've seen a lot of things. You and I have seen a lot of things, and sometimes it's not even that person that gets it out there. A lot of things happen. People lose their phones, people's friends get access to their phones, and a whole lot of things. A lot can actually go wrong, and if it does, be sure that you can face the consequences of whatever happens. And at the end of the day, if you've thought about it and you still feel like I must do it, I want to do it, no face, no case. The first thing I want to talk about here today is changing yourself to fit into someone else's preference. No, I don't think you should do that, because if you are pretending, because that's more like pretense, you can't entirely change yourself. You can only pretend to be this for a period of time. At the end of the day, when the chips are down, when the cat is out of the bag, there's going to be issues in the future. So I believe that you should show yourself for who you are. And I'm not talking about, some persons come into your life and you want to be right, you try to make some changes, good changes, fix some parts of yourself that is bad. We are mature enough to identify that we're not correct 100% of all the time, that we have some issues too that we need to fix. And fine and good if it's something like that, fine. But when it comes to changing yourself in its entirety, you becoming a totally different person, you're somebody that moves well with friends and you cut off all your friends just because you want to fit into preference of, oh, he doesn't like girls that have friends and all of that. At the end of the day, if probably it doesn't work out, where's the friend group that you're going to run to? And I also believe that you need friends in this life aside from your significant other. So I don't believe in changing yourself. Stay true to yourself. Be your authentic self. Speak up for yourself. If you don't like something, I'm not this way, this is how I am. And yes, don't get me wrong, if it's something that is bad, we know some things that are outrightly bad, it is something you can work on, fine and good. But if it comes to changing entirely who you are, maybe she has said this is the kind of person I like, person that does this is like this, is this way, and you're changing, you're struggling, that's going to be very difficult. Things are better when this is who you are, they know this is who you are, and yes, they accept you that yes, this is who she is, this is who he is. At the end of the day, everything is out there, rather than just trying to make be difficult with yourself. Therefore, if they love you regardless. If they don't, you move, because you are on the journey of finding yourself and finding a life partner. And a life partner is someone that knows the true you, knows you for who you are, and accepts that for your flaws and your good parts and all of that. These are really very, very important. This will play an essential role in your relationship and in your life in general. Prioritizing yourself, not changing who you are entirely, not putting so much pressure in something, just actually having a life outside your relationship. Because I feel like this is one of the issues that women of the olden days had. They just straight out of school, some of them didn't even go to school, they get married, start bearing children, they're now concentrating on their husband, their kids, and at the end of the day, when children grow, when the kids grow up, they are bored, they are so bored, they don't have anything to do with their lives, they don't have hobbies, they don't have goals, there are no goals, nothing is driving them. They try to start living their lives through their kids. Oh, their kids travel abroad, they're like, oh, seriously, she has left me, he has left me, my kids are not calling me, my kids are not. I'm not saying you shouldn't call your parents, that's not what I mean. But if you actually have goals, if you have passion, you have hobbies, you play this sport, you do this, you have friends, you hang out, life is generally going to be more fun, and you're going to live a fulfilling life, and your partner is going to have a breath of fresh air, because they come home with their experiences, you come home with your experiences, you have your passion, they come and watch you in your elements, you watch them in their own elements, and everything is fun and good. You're conquering your field. Oh, my wife is this, my wife is that, she does this, it's fine, it's nice, my husband is this, and it's fine and good. So guys, these are the 4 simple mistakes that I think that people actually neglect, people actually make when they are dating in their 20s. Let me know what you guys think on the comment section. I'll be there waiting. What are your thoughts? If you also have something that you want me to talk about, also let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you get notified whenever I drop a video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.